Hello everyone, welcome to the new lecture on the subject of business communication. Here we are discussing your third chapter, types and drafting of business letters. As you know, in our last few lectures, I have been explaining these various types of business letters. Until now, we have seen first five types of letters, that is inquiry letter, reply to inquiry letter, order letters, credit and status inquiry letter, and sales letter. Now in this lecture we will see last three types of letters, that is complaint letter, collection letter, and circular letter. So let's start with the complaint and adjustment letters. As I said earlier in my last lectures, complaint letter is written whenever you have some problem or some issue with the products that have been delivered to you or with the products that are purchased by you. So let's see what is meant by complaint letter. A complaint letter is a letter written to concerned authorities if we are not satisfied with the service provided by them. These letters are usually formal in nature. Sometimes, when we order a product and it is received defective, then we write the letter to the related person or company complaining about the product. Hence, appropriate action will be taken by the concerned department for the complaint raised. So, that is what is mentioned in the first paragraph, that is, when complaint letters are written. So, it's a simple story, that is, when you buy a product and there are some defects in that product, you are not happy with the quality of service, then in that case, you write a complaint letter. There could be many reasons for writing complaint letter, such as for wrongdoing, grievance, offense, resentment arising out of product or service, etc. It is the right of every citizen of the country to raise the complaint for unfair things happening to them and get a productive result. So in the last paragraph they have mentioned on various occasions complaint letters can be written and it is the right of the customer to draft a complaint. Here I have mentioned few hints for drafting complaint letter so that you can get your problem resolved or you will get solution to your complaint. So first, write the letter in a polite manner. Though you have a complaint regarding something and you are frustrated, but if you write the letter politely, then it gives a good impression to the concerned person and chances of getting a resolution are also good. Second, mention the purpose of writing a letter in the subject line. Third, write the first paragraph by introducing yourself and then writing the purpose of writing the letter. It should be very loud and clear. Number 4. In the second paragraph, give a brief description of the complaint and what problem it is causing to you. Do not deviate from the main topic. Number 5. The third paragraph should include the conclusion part where you state the resolution for your problem. Number 6. Close your letter by thanking the person for giving time to the letter. Number 7. Check the grammar and spelling mistake if any. And last, you can highlight the important points in letter to grab quick attention of the reader. So by using these 8 hints, you can carefully draft a good complaint letter so that your complaint will be easily understood by the businessman and he will be able to provide you a quick solution. Next is collection letters. As I said in the last lecture, collection letters are written whenever you want to collect the outstanding amount from your debtor. So collection letter is basically a reminder to the customer that he needs to pay you certain amount. Let's see what is written in the first paragraph. A collection letter is a written notification to inform a consumer of his due payments. It is an official message to a borrower. A collection letter may include reminders, enquiries, warnings, or notification of possible legal action. Although a collection letter is a firm notice to a borrower, it must be written in a polite way. One should not use slang, offensive, and abusive words. So here they have mentioned that collection letter are written one by one if you don't receive reply to your earlier letters. So it can be a reminder, it can be a inquiry, it can be a warning, or it can be a notification of possible legal action if the person is not replying you or he is not paying you the outstanding amount. Let's see what are the various purposes of collection letter. Number 1, to get the money. Number 2, to keep the customer and future business. Number 3, to build goodwill. Number 4, the purpose of the collection process is to maintain goodwill while collecting what is owned. And last, collection is a sensitive issue. So by considering all these purposes, you have to carefully draft these collection letter and you have to collect the amount of money that is outstanding with your customer. Next is circular letters. Circulation is must communicate with mass people and therefore there is the emergence of circular letter, which is effective, popular, and cheap to circular message. So, circular letter definition is given here. Generally, a letter that circulates the same message is known as circular letter. In detail, a circular letter is a letter used to convey any individual, organizational, or social message which is commercial or non-commercial in nature at a large number of people is known as circular letter. So as I said in my first lecture that circular letter are written for wide distribution. Whenever you want to convey a message to large number of people, you circulate that message through circular letter. Let's see what are the various occasions on which circular letters are written. Number 1, launching a new business. Number 2, expansion of existing business in any new field. Number 3, changing the nature of business. Number 4, opening or closing branches of the business. Number 5, changing the name of the business. Number 6, shifting the address of the business. Number 7, discharging any officer, executive, agent, or representative of the business. So, on all these 7 occasions, you can write a circular letter with any of this subject and you can give that information to the people. For example, let's see number 1 as our example, launching a new business. So here you may be opening a new department, you may be starting a new factory, or you may be opening a new branch. So in this case, you will draft a circular letter and you will inform your customer, you will inform the employees, shareholders that we are launching a new business. So in this way, circular letters are written. I am sure you must have understood all the 8 types of business letters. In your exam, you will be asked to draft any of these various types of letters.